to today's training on equal employment law in the workplace. As managers, it is our responsibility to understand the laws that protect employees, ensure fair treatment, and protect the company from liability. In this session, we will focus on three key laws: Title VII, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and the New Mexico Human Rights Act. This training covers an overview of equal employment laws, the critical responsibilities managers hold, best practices to maintain compliance, and practical guidance on handling common workplace challenges. Understanding the framework of equal employment laws is vital for creating an equitable workplace. This section highlights the purpose, significance, and major federal, state, and local laws impacting employment. Equal employment laws aim to prevent unfair treatment and discrimination in hiring, promotion, and workplace practices. These laws ensure all employees are treated fairly regardless of race, gender, disability, age, or other characteristics. Federal laws such as Title VII, the Americans with Disabilities Act, the Age Discrimination in Employment Act, and New Mexico's Human Rights Act all set standards to prohibit discrimination and ensure equal opportunity in hiring, promotion, and termination. In addition to federal laws, many states and municipalities, such as New Mexico, have their own equal employment regulations, which can provide a broader protection. Managers should be familiar with local laws relevant to their state's workplace. New Mexico State Regulation Act offers broader equal employment protection than federal laws. It applies to smaller employers, 4+ employees, includes protection for sexual orientation, gender identity, and spousal affiliation. Managers play a crucial role in upholding equal employment laws. These next sections explain their duties to prevent discrimination, respond appropriately to complaints, and make balanced employment decisions. Managers must actively foster a respectful workplace by recognizing and addressing discrimination and harassment early. Establishing a culture of inclusion helps prevent legal violations and supports employee well-being. Managers must treat all employees fairly and consistently. Personal preferences, friendships, or assumptions should never influence decisions. Biases, whether intentional or unintentional, undermines trust and damages team morale. Leaders must actively work to recognize and avoid biases in all interactions. It is essential to respond promptly and fairly to employee complaints. Managers should follow established procedures for investigation to ensure impartiality and compliance with legal standards. Managers are accountable for creating an environment where every employee feels respected and valued. This requires being aware of personal biases and ensuring that actions and decisions are based on clear, documented expectations and not personal feelings. Creating a compliant workplace requires clear policies, effective training, and diligent documentation. This section outlines strategies to maintain legal compliance and foster fairness. The core principles that guide on how managers interact with employees. By establishing clear policies and procedures that are noted above, the Equal Employment Policy, anti-discrimination guidelines, and harassment prevention all support managers in building a trustworthy, inclusive, and accountable team environment. The importance of providing effective training helps everyone understand expectations, reduces workplace risks, and promote greater awareness of policies and proper conduct. By investigating and training, the organization creates a safer, more knowledgeable, and more consistent workforce. Keeping clear and accurate documentation is required for compliance and fairness. Managers should record performance, coaching, and HR actions consistently and factually. Good documentation protects both the employees, the organization, and ensures decisions follow state and federal guidelines. Managers often face complex situations involving unconscious bias or sensitive issues. This section discusses approaches for recognizing challenges and learning from real-world examples. Unconscious bias can influence decisions unknowingly. Managers should be aware of these tendencies and use strategies to minimize their impact in the workplace. Responding to complex or sensitive situations, managers must handle delicate issues carefully, using effective conflict resolution techniques, and always follow legal policy requirements. The goal is to address concerns quickly, professionally, and in full compliance with organizational and legal standards. Analyzing actual case studies help managers understand pitfalls and effective responses, equipping them to do better handle similar situations in their roles. For example, we have seen cases where harassment complaints were mishandled because managers tried to address them informally instead of following proper reporting procedures. Another common situation involves ADA accommodations. Some managers denied requests without consulting HR, which shows the importance of understanding legal requirements and using the interactive process. Effective management depends on understanding employment laws, following clear policies, and embracing the responsibilities that come with leadership. By recognizing and preventing bias, handling sensitive situations correctly, maintaining proper documentation, and staying compliant with state and federal requirements, managers can help create a workplace that is fair, safe, consistent for everyone. Strong leadership means staying informed, doing what is right, and supporting employees with professionalism and respect. Thank you all for attending today's training session, and I look forward to speaking with you after the closing presentation. Have a great day.